going on, people? Today I will be reviewing Glass, and I got that coming up for you next. So I just got back from Glass. I have a lot to say about it, and I am going to get right into it right now for you guys. And it stars James McCaffrey, Bruce Willis, Sam Jackson, Anna Taylor-Joy, and Sarah Paulson, and it was directed by M. Night Shyamalan. Now, in my previous reviews for M. Night Shyamalan, I have stated that he is having kind of a resurgence today. I actually really liked Split a lot in 2017, and I was anticipating this movie quite a bit. And I, for the most part, got what I expected out of this, but I got a little bit of that old Shyamalan feeling from it that I'll talk about later on in the review. This movie takes place 19 years after Unbreakable, and David Dunn has started a security company, and he has been going out and basically crime fighting. And as we know, Kevin, James McCaffrey's character, or any of the names that he goes by in this movie, because there are a lot of them, he has been abducting people, girls, and torturing them to one of his personalities. You know, this is all said in Split, so it's not a spoiler here. So, of course, David will be going after Kevin, and in the process, we know from the trailers that they get abducted and put into the program that Sarah Paulson runs. So, this movie really rested on the performances for me, and I felt like they were really good for the most part. You know, Bruce Willis is never going to be the old Bruce Willis for me. He is serviceable in this movie. He's fine. He's not ruinous, which is more than I can say for him in the last, I don't know, almost 10 years. With the exception of Looper, man, this guy has had a rocky career in the past 10 years. And he really does rein it back to the performance that he had in Unbreakable, and that is one of my favorites of his. I don't feel like this is as good, but it is still his best performance in the past 10 years. I'll give him that. And, you know, Sam Jackson in this movie was great. He is a little underserved. You're going to hear that a lot from other reviewers, and that is because it's true. But once he does come into the story, I will say that, you know, Sam Jackson doesn't challenge himself a lot as an actor today. I just feel like he's kind of coasting. He doesn't give bad performances, but I just feel like he gives the same performance. It's Sam Jackson. And here, I actually feel like he is challenging himself with this character, and yeah, I dug it. Once he comes into play a lot more, he becomes a lot more integral in the storyline. He definitely comes to play. And, you know, James McCaffrey, he is the true star here. You know, what can I say about this guy that hasn't already been said? Everybody's going to be talking about his performance in this movie, and rightfully so. He is the star of this movie. It's called Glass, but I don't really know why, because that is leading you guys on. It is Kevin's movie, and man, James McCaffrey is just an amazing actor, and this is the performance of his career. Quite frankly, he is amazing here. Anna Taylor-Joy is also interesting. You know, I would say that her performance here is off-putting. And she definitely, you know, she has some off-putting traits about her that really service her character in this movie. And without giving too much away, It definitely comes into play about halfway into the movie. And you know what? Just where all of these characters are at the beginning of this movie, I definitely enjoyed. As this movie goes along, it gets into the Shyamalan plots that really bothered me in like 10 years ago per se. It's just the same plotting that is only worked around an end twist and not an end twist that works around plotting. And that's important. It is an important thing to state because this plot does not seem organic. It just makes you question things all the way through once you get past like the halfway point of this movie, just because they want to get to that end reveal. And they think that it is going to be just so amazing, so mind-blowing that you don't care how you get there. And that is not the way to write a story. The way you need to write a story is you come up with that story and then you come up with an ending that serves as a twist to that. But you do not sacrifice the whole entire plot of the movie just for that twist. It is infuriating to watch a movie fall apart that you are so into, and that is what this was for me, and it is what a lot of people have been complaining about for this movie. A lot of other reviews are out, and I have watched them, and I knew this going into it, that it was going to have a end twist that really sacrificed the rest of the film. But I feel like this movie, you can really see just the insane plotting that they interject into this movie just to get to that end twist. It's maddening. But does that make it unwatchable? Does that mean that it gets a bad grade from me? No. And that is because I was entertained the whole way through. And just because, Shyamalan also has this way of being off-putting to me. Sarah Paulson's character. And what she tells you is her end goal here. What she wants to reveal about these three particular people while they are in her prison. You can tell that, maybe she is not what she says she is, but what could she be? And you definitely, that kept me interested, and that kept me going. Maybe she is, maybe she isn't. And what they want, and what she wants to say about these three guys. Maybe what she thinks about them is true. But maybe it isn't. And it's a hook that really keeps you going through this movie. But in the end, you will be left unpleased with the results. Or at least I was. And this is something that really that really frustrates me, just because I wanted to be the guy that told you guys, hey, this is good. There is some merit here. There is, I see something in this movie that other people don't see. I want to be that guy. But I can't with this movie because I so much see what they are talking about. And for that, I am going to give Glass a 6 out of 10. I wanted to like this movie. I like the performances, and I like where this movie at least initially wants to take you, but where it ends up is just crazy town. Crazy town. And I don't agree with it. So guys, I do have to go back into the 4K and Blu-ray reviews for you. I have Halloween 2018 to review and Cliffhanger to review, and then I'll actually be getting into some Academy Award films. It is going to be one hell of a ride, people, and if you are excited about that, subscribe so you know when those videos come out, because I will tell you. And as always, thank you for watching my videos. You guys are awesome. I don't even need to say it because you know it, and I will see all of you next time.